As long as your heart's in the right place, we don't give a shit what you stick in your mouth. But I guess the message. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. But what Herman Monster was trying to say is that as long as your heart's in the right place, as long as you're a good person, it doesn't matter if you're tall, short, skinny, fat, yellow, green, black, whatever color you are, as long as you have a good heart.
Right.
And that's what it's been floating around Facebook. But as a grown-up now, because I used to watch that show and I loved it, and it never bothered me, or I never thought about the fact that Lily is a vampire, Herman is a Frankenstein monster, obviously made out of multiple pieces, and the kid is a werewolf.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Of course, the adult in me started thinking like, something funny going on there. I think while Herman was at work, I don't know, maybe you just can't trust vampire girls.
What I kind of wonder is, here's what I wonder. I wonder, did Grandpa create Herman?
Well, that makes it incest, motherfucker.
Well, I think, this is how I look at it as a grown-up watching it now. I look at it like Lily always picked the wrong kinds of guys that she wanted to be with. And she always ended up killing them because she's a vampire. And he wanted to give her somebody that she could love and that would love her unconditionally and that she could never kill.
Wow. You're putting a... Wow, I'm surprised. I was here hoping you would totally take it and destroy it. Here, I'm saying that Lily was being a freak and she got it on with the Wolfman and had Eddie. Told Herman
that she did get it on with a Wolfman, and Eddie, and she found out she was pregnant with Eddie, and she got hungry and killed Eddie's father. And that's when Grandpa.
She's a vampire, not a mantis.
Like, listen, I gotta put a kibosh to this. You've killed too many people. You just keep killing them, Lily. And so he created Herman.
Okay, well, gosh, I love the positive spin you're putting. Gosh, I'm really being a morning star today.
Like, look, Lily. Eddie or Grandpa always kind of talked a little funny. He's like, Lily, look, you keep fucking the dogs. And if the dogs keep fucking you, you turn around and you just keep killing them. And then you're sad. And then I got to put up with your sadness. Look at Herman. Herman's a lovely individual. Well, I made him just for you.
Now that's a fucking plot twist.
Yep.
There's a fucking twist in the plot. Okay, I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I was just saying, it was just something weird there. Herman's such a nice guy, and Lily was just doing the hibbity-dibbity.
With the werewolves.
Wolfman.
And maybe she ended up killing
him. Dirty dancing with wolves,
right. Dancing with wolves. Fucking with wolves.
I'm just saying. Dirty dancing
with wolves. So that's my theory as an adult. That's always been my theory.
Well, like I said, it wasn't until I was watching that and my brain just started wondering. I'm like, Frankenstein, vampire, werewolf, something funny going on there. What the fuck?
Yep. And some of the behind the scene things on that show are kind of cool. Like I said, I did a little bit of research in it. Did you know the show only ran for 2 seasons? Boom. Yes. And did you know why they chose the characters that they did? Okay. No. So CBS put the show out. CBS is in league with Universal. Okay. So they didn't have to pay for the rights to use those monsters. Because Universal owns the rights to all the the classic monsters. So when they decided that they were going to do it, they chose those individual monsters because they didn't have to pay any copyright payments for them, and it was characters that the public already knew, they already loved, and when they would go up against Addams Family, they would always win in ratings because the public already knew the characters. Like they already knew vampires, and they already knew werewolves, and they already knew Frankenstein. And a little known fact, in the show, they have a cuckoo clock with a raven in it, and whenever it springs out, it says nevermore. One of your idols was the voice for the Raven.
One of my idols.
Yep, Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc. Yep. Damn.
Fucking surprise. Booyah, bitch.
Wow.
Yep. And season 1, the niece was one girl, but season 2, it was a different girl. Because season 1, it was filmed in California, and she was living in New York, and that's where her fiance was, and she was homesick. So Grandpa and Herman got together and talked to producers into letting her out of her contract to go back home and be with her fiance, and they brought in a new person. And that girl who played season 1 ended up going on to As the World Turns, or one of those soap operas that were big at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Some little known facts about about the show. And the lady who plays Lily was not the original person. In the pilot, they had one person play Lily, and then they switched it when the first episode aired. And they, Herman and Grandpa would often reminisce years later about how they were very nervous about having her come in and play Lily, because at the time she was a huge Hollywood actress, and that they thought that she was going to be all bougie about things, and they said that she was a joy to be around most of the time.
Oh, wow.
Yep. See, I'm full of all kinds of facts. Listen, I did my motherfucking research. Crazy.
Well, I was working. I try to do that shit, but when you're at work, these motherfuckers expect you to do like work stuff.
Yeah, that's your problem.
I'm like, yeah, and the whole my friend K-Dog says you can go fuck yourself doesn't sit very well with some people. They're like, well, is K-Dog paying your paycheck? I'm like,
no, sir.
Oh,
okay, well then maybe you should go fuck off and get back to work. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Kind of like that.
Sir. I'm sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. May I have another, sir?
Yeah.
And another little known fact. Well, I guess it's a big known fact now. Grandpa and Herman worked on another show together previous to doing the Munsters.
Yeah, although we don't want to bring it up right now because of all the shit that's going on.
We don't?
I'll just say no. They were cops. Car 54.
Yeah, but it was a comedy.
Where are you? It was total comedy.
It was a total comedy. Car 54, where are you? Anyways, that's when one of them got the job. They brought in the other one saying like, "I'll do it with him."
Damn.
Yep. So, and the guy who played Herman actually hated doing the show when he did it. Years later, he reminisced about how much fun he had, but while he was doing it, he hated it. It was like 40 pounds worth of stuff he had to carry around. He had four inches of cement in his shoes in order to get the walk down. They had to put an air compressor hose into his suit, and between takes, shoot air up into him. He was sweating so bad. And something I can kind of relate to because I'm a coffee drinker. In the original way they had designed Herman, he had a lot bigger of a nose, a much bigger nose. And they ended up having to switch it out because whenever between takes he would take a drink of coffee, his nose would go into the coffee. So they had to change it around so he could drink his coffee.
Damn.
Yep. Just little known facts, the guy.
Now they also tried to remake it in the 90s, which I didn't like.
Yeah, it was like what, Back to the Munsters or something.
It was something, but it was just not. It wasn't doing.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. There's a certain je ne sais quoi about the people and the way they acted together, and it's like trying to redo
¿Cómo se dice? Tiene cierto, yo no sé.
Trying to redo the Addams Family. Like you can try it, and you can do pretty well, but it's still not the same.
Yeah, it's just. Well, it's kind of like the Addams Family. I mean, it's I've seen the movies; they're cool, but they're not. What is it? Sean Astin or John Astin?
Yeah, they're not Morticia and Gomez. Like not the original, not the ones we know.
It's not Carolyn Jones and John
right.
Astin.
Like the original Three Stooges were just that's who they were. You know what I mean? Like it's been remade, but it's not the original.
Although I have to admit that the new fucking Three Stooges movie blew me away, dude.
Yeah, it was
watching
really
the shit that, especially when Mo goes into the Jersey Shore shit, whatever.
Right.
Just watching him fucking just slapping the shit out of people, and it was just like, damn, that now that's funny. That's what I like to see in reality TV. I like to see Mo and just smack the fuck out of everybody.
New show, Mo Smacks. Smackdown with Mo.
Smackdown with Mo, yeah. Who is he smacking today? The Kardashians.
He just walks in and just starts smacking all of them. Oh. And that's what you get.
Yeah.
See?
I
like the Three Stooges. My daughter likes watching them too. She cracks up whenever they hit each other.
Certainly, whatever that fuck was. Oh,
so that's about all I got today.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we have. I mean, like I said, we talked about some important things. So, motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes, if you stuck around with us till now, thank you for it.
Thank you.
And I hope that we want you to, as a cursory overload listener, K-Dog put out a challenge out there. This is like a random act of kindness, basically, and he's basically saying if you're at a drive-through of whatever it may be, and only if you can afford it, pay the person you got behind you's bill, and just don't leave your name, your number, especially if it's a hot chick. Like, if you're a dude, don't be trying to get a girl's number back there, and shit like that.
Right? Don't be getting laid trying to do it. Just
what the fuck? Just tell the clerk there to tell them that all they have to do is just pay it forward whenever you can.
Right. Just very simple.
And like I guess, all right. Well, first opportunity I get, I'm gonna do it. Of course, I'm not gonna be making a podcast about it because like I said, that's another thing that we're talking about. We don't want to be taking selfies like, oh, look how good I am. When you do good unselfishly, it catches up to you. It comes back to you. It just, like I said, it's like bad karma, good karma. You're, I guess, planting seeds into the good karma.
Yeah, you're putting it out there. You're just putting it out there, Yeah. Sometimes you never know. And one thing I always like to think about is you never know. That one little tiny act. Let's say you're at Starbucks and you buy the car behind you a $5 coffee, okay? That might be what that person needs to not commit suicide that day. That might be just the good thing that they may need,
something. I think that there's something about this because it's funny because you said it, I was thinking it.
Okay.
You said it, I was thinking it. I was like, yeah. That random act of kindness could be a matter of life or death, for somebody who's at the edge of.
Yep.
Or at the end of the rope, you never know. It might just be like, you know what? There's a reason to keep going.
Like there is good in the world.
Something as simple as that, you never know. So, motherfuckerettes, thank you for tuning in. As always, we love you for it.
We know you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of choices, especially during this fucking pandemic. We know you got a lot of choices.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, here you are.
I know. What was it last month? There was some statistics. There was like fucking 95,000 new podcasts.
Right, but fuck them guys. They don't know what they're doing. They're not us. We're fucking sexy.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Anyway, what I'm saying, we're fucking sexy. Okay. How do you top that one?
That's right.
You can't. You can't. No. You listen to Cursory Overload because we're fucking sexy. Now, cursory.overload@gmail.com. You can reach us there, shoot us an email, tell us if you like it, don't like it, whatever, cursoryoverload.com. And
check us out on all of our different, many forms of listening abilities. There's a whole shitload of platforms that you can listen to us on now. Check us out, listen to them.
Yeah.
I challenge you to listen to each episode on a different platform. Oh yeah, bitches. That's what we do.
Yeah,